Imagine the top five. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense takes the field to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He's got it down the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond
respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You've got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. It's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And here comes the punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking left. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it some...
He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jackson will throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at this decision-making.
They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the heat. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
28, Minnesota 37.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here's the pressure. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Line is set on third down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Number 13 on the field goal.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Bring in the heat. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
On the ground, it's Hicks. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. To the air on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying whatever you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm. Some more explosive plays and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The hand to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Jackson will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Ellington. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
42, Minnesota, 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. To the air, it's Shaw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ellington. And he'll be brought down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Complete to the left. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it, the deep. There, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dishman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Dishman. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field.
There he goes! Touchdown, Minnesota! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Minnesota, 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this week.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Yaw. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.